So I'm really excited to introduce you to our brand new website hosting option. We've built a very easy to use template system right within Reservation Key. So you don't need to have your separate website hosted outside of the system. You don't need to find a designer. You don't need to pay for a separate service. It's all right within Reservation Key and really easy to set up, pulling all the data that you already have in your Reservation Key account to quickly set up your website basically with one click. So just to show how this works, go over to the website tab, website builder. The builder loads. We click the create site website. All we have to do is put in our site name, just put in your business name or whatever you'd like. Select a reservation page to be used with the site. So that's when somebody clicks book now, the system knows which page to use. Select a theme that kind of matches your business. This is extremely easy to change in the future. I will just start out with the adventure theme. And then here you can select a single page template or a multi-page. For simple businesses, simple websites, single page probably will work really well. You just have one long page that has all sorts of different sections and people can click through. Or you can go with the more standard classic multi-page website. I'll show both though in this demo. So let's start. I'll do the standard website to begin with the adventure theme, and we'll click create site. So with that, everything is created. We have 4 different pages beautifully set up. All of the information is already pulled from your account and it's all live and ready to go. So to preview the page, all you have to do is click on the website URL, and there we are with our brand new website. So it has our company name up in the top. It used the background image that was already loaded in our account. It has an about block with another image from the account. Photo gallery using images that were already previously loaded. And of course, clicking on those opens up the slideshow. And then there's a couple other pages that it's set up as well. The rooms page, so this is pulling directly from the Reservation Key rooms. Here it's a campground, so we're seeing campground sites. And then of course we have the check availability right there, perfectly integrated into the system. So guests can quickly run a search, and then that opens up in our modern drawer right there on the side. And then they can make the booking right from this new website, which is pretty easy, so easy to set up. And then we also had a gallery page, which got created by default, and a contact page. Now, all these pages, of course, can be edited. You could add more pages. You can change the content around really easily. Let's just go back to the home page. And just as a real demo, we'll click into it. And we'll see right now there's just 4 blocks. So if we want to add a new block, let's, so we don't have the location block. So let's see if we can add a location. So click add block and then select from one of these blocks. There's text if you want to just type some text about your property. That's a great one. You can have an embed block, which is great for like a virtual tour or a YouTube video embed, various things like that. But in this case, we're just going to try the location block. So click location and click into it, and content. The address and phone and email are all pre-populated right from the information that's in your account. In this case, though, we didn't have an address, so I'm just going to type in an address. And that way we can then use Google Maps to automatically load. So all we have to do is type in the address into the Google Maps to our property. You'll see that a lot of these text fields are editable, so you can type in whatever you'd like. And then just click either preview or publish. I just like to use publish a lot. Then I go into, then we click the live button to load it up again. And we'll see right down there at the bottom, there is our location and contact. And there's the map with the address that I put in. If I want that to be moved around, all I have to do is go back into the settings and just drag it using the drag icon. And let's put it up above the book now. And that's saved automatically. I just have to publish it again. Go back to the home page, refresh, and we'll see now it's above the book now. So it's really easy to set this up. There's a lot of different settings, which as you go through it, you can dig into the settings and see what works for your property. You can, a lot of things that easily change around. If you click into the welcome block, change the background image, for example. You can choose a different image. Then publish that and then refresh, and you'll see now there's a new image there on the background. If we want to try a different theme, we just go back one level into the page settings or site settings, go into site. We pick, let's try modern boutique just for fun. Click publish and refresh. And now you'll see things are a little bit different, a little bit different colors. Or if we want to try coastal retreat and publish, I think it goes more blues. Yep, exactly. So we'll probably be adding more themes in the future, but there's some good ones there to get started with. You can also add another navigation bar at the top. You can add your logo. You can change how it works. You can change the background color of the search widget. So we'll go into the page settings. I don't want to get into too much detail right in this initial video, but it is pretty fun just to show all the different options that are available. So if we go into the hero and we go into booking search, we can change the container style. I would like to make it glass so it kind of blends into the background. Click publish on that, and then we'll go back and refresh, and now you'll see there's a kind of a glassy border around that widget. So just some quick examples to show how things can be so easily customized. And I'm going to move the site back to, let's try Rustic Lodge. I don't think we looked at that one yet. There we are, Rustic Lodge, perfect. So the last thing is that I really did want to cover in this video is how to link this to your domain name, because that's going to be important so that somebody goes to your site, they'll get actually this site and not just our generic Reservation Key website. So here I'm over in a very affordable company. It's called spaceship.com for registering domain names. I think this one costs about $9 for the entire year. So I've registered a domain name called moteldemo.com. So all we have to do is go into our page settings, site settings, and we go to custom domain, enter in your domain, and verify the connection. So now we've connected to moteldemo.com. I'm also going to add the www version of that as well, moteldemo.com, and then we'll verify that one as well. And so both of those are now active. So we close that site settings panel, and you'll see up here we have the new domain name showing right there under the site name. So if we click moteldemo.com, there it is. Our domain name is showing up there in the URL, and we click into other pages. Moteldemo.com is working perfectly. And we can also open up the www version of that, which it's easy. Just if we're looking at any of the pages, we list out all the sites right there that are connected. I think that should work, but oops, I put it in the wrong spot. Well, both should work, and they will work in the future. But right now, so that just shows, though, it's quite simple and straightforward to set up your custom domain with your reservation key generated website. Let's see, one other thing that we'll talk about is just how easy it is to create duplicates of the website. Just if you want to create a couple different versions just for testing out. So all you have to do is click the three dot icon there and do duplicate site. And then now we have a copy with all of the same exact pages. You can open it up right there to see the copy. I think it's because we didn't publish it, maybe. It's not published exactly, so that's interesting. Once it's published, though, that should all show right online. There's our copy. So now we can change things around. We can delete things. We can try lots of different configurations. We'll drag the hero all the way down here to the bottom, publish that. And now you'll see, there you go. So now the hero's down there at the bottom. So just as a quick example of how easy it is to move things around, how to edit text, all of that. So simple, so straightforward. So that brings us to the end of the quick demo overview. Of course, we'll be providing a lot of documentation about how to use this and adding more features as we develop and build into this and see what clients want, how it's going to be used. So thank you very much for watching, and we look forward to helping and getting started with your websites.